Hey everybody, it's Stork from Stork Plays Games, and I'm back with our NAMI Mental Health Get Your Mind Right 2022 charity campaign. We're raising that money for NAMI Indiana, so please, if you can, go to our pledge page and donate. Any amount helps, and we really appreciate it. So I wanted to show you something that I did definitely during quarantine lockdowns when I couldn't get out and play with other people, but also I see a lot of people online and they talk about, you know, they don't have a gaming group or they live in a small town or out in the country where they just can't get to people, or people's lives are very busy. I completely understand that. I'm extraordinarily busy and it's overwhelming and it's crushing down at times. So sometimes you need just a second to reset and center yourself and get your mind right. And so I want to show you a couple of solo games that really appealed to me during that time, and I still play them from time to time. And a lot of games, especially during COVID, pivoted to where they had those solo modes, and something that I didn't do in the past and it really didn't appeal to me. I think I've talked about it in a few other videos. Really started to appeal to me because I needed something. I needed that release, that mental release. So let's talk about it. The first one here is Caramino. This is by Coop Games. This is a really cool one. Now this one I struggle with. It's really hard for me sometimes, but I like it, and it has a lot of really cool stuff. So let's talk about this one first. I'm gonna scoot this guy off to the side. So in Caramino, you have all these pieces. I'm gonna grab more because there's actually more pieces. So you have all these pieces, and you have this board and this divider, and you start usually on this like level 3, and you can see all these pieces are just like that. They fit, would be essentially one row of pieces. So like this one, this has an extra piece, so if I put it, see how that piece was up there, it'd be one row. So they're each a row. So I know that level 3 is going to require 3 pieces to fit in here. And in the book, there's a bunch of levels in here, and this shows you, move to the back, see this? This is like I think beginner ones, and they move on, but there's so many in here. Look at all this. You get so much content with this game. It really is a ton. So let's start off. I want to give you kind of an example. So this one is A3. So we're going to need this orange piece, we're going to need this brown piece, and we're going to need this green T. Now this should be an easy level. And I say should be because I'm going to try it here, and I'm going to give myself like a minute or two. Oh, I got it. Yes, so I look super smart now, right? Look at me, smart guy. So we beat that one. I know that's a spoiler, but hopefully you could have done that on your own. I believe in you. Now, the next thing we would do is move this over to 4, and we're going to add this pink piece in. And you think, oh, that's super easy. We're just adding in one more piece. We can do this. All right, so let's figure out how to get this in here. And no, failure. So this one is a lot about spatial recognition. Oh, I thought I had it. See, no good, no good. But that's how this goes. And then we would add a number 5 once we do that one, and we would go on to this piece, and then we would put all these pieces in here. One thing I love about this one and Chroma Cube that I'm about to show you is this such a great coffee table piece, or like I leave it out on my bar, the island, an end table, coffee table, whatever in my house, and I just throw the other pieces, in here. And then people can just pick this up and play with it anytime they want. And I just leave the book kind of tucked underneath it sometimes. So really great one. I struggled with this a lot. I know a friend of mine and I, we both got this game during quarantine and would call each other and talk on the phone about what level we were on. And we were essentially challenging each other in a solo game and trying to race to see who could get it done first. So what a fun game. Caramino from Gigamik. Definitely a top solo game that I would highly recommend for helping you get your mind right. The other one is a puzzly game. It's called Chroma Cube, and it looks just like this. And all these are wooden colored cubes. And inside it, this one is great. I threw the box away because you don't even need it at all. Has all these puzzles. So you take these puzzles out, and we're gonna go to number 1 because there are 25 different puzzles in here, and I'm on 17. I still haven't even finished this. So we're gonna start, and I'm gonna take puzzle 1, and puzzle 1 tells me how to set it up. So I'm gonna try to set this up just like it says here, and you can see this is just a cool wooden box, and these are just cubes. So the white one goes here, cobalt one goes here. There's a color chart in here as well, which I do use sometimes. It helps me. Emerald, if you're colorblind, this game is going to be a tough one because a lot of these colors are similar. So brown, mustard, orange goes here, purple goes here. Okay, that's it. So now it's got clues down here that I have to read, and I have to solve where these go based on these clues. So coral and magenta are in the same column. So coral, I believe, is this one. Magenta, I need to find that. I need to find that color code. Where is it? No, I'm not going to be able to find it because I need it. There it is. No, that is not it. That is puzzle 15 upside down. There it is. Perfect. So you have this code. So it helps me figure out what colors are what. So it says coral, this is magenta, and coral, this is coral. So they are in the same column. So the only way that these could be in the same column is to be here. Because I can't put them, this is the columns, these are the rows. Now, I set them, and it's going to be hard to do on here because it's tilted so the camera can see. I set them like this. So they are not down in there because I have an idea that they go here, but they could go here. So I don't lock them in yet. So I set them like this. Now the next clue, black sits next to magenta. So black has to sit next to magenta. Well, that would mean that magenta has to go here in order for black to be able to sit next to it. If black goes there, magenta goes there, we know that coral has to go here. Either teal or black sit next to cobalt. Cobalt's here. So this says teal or black will sit next to cobalt. Well, black's already down there, so let's put teal there. And then coral sits next to white. Coral is next to white. So this was coral, and it is next to white. Those are all my clues. Those are all 4 clues. There's no clues about mint. However, there's only 1 space left. So we can assume that mint goes there. On the back of this, and I've solved puzzle 1 for you, but on the back of this, there's the answer card, and we just match it up. White, coral, cobalt, teal, mustard, brown, orange, mint, emerald, magenta, black, purple. So we solved this one. There's 25 puzzles in this game. It is a really fun game. They get much more complicated than this, but I really liked Chroma Cube. This is a fun one as well. My wife also really liked this game. So something to just kind of de-stress, get your mind off of all the daily life stuff. Sit down. Another great one for the coffee table. I leave this game out. It's all over. I just leave this out all the time. People always want to come. It's a great conversation piece, especially with guests that aren't board gamers. And I kind of go over it and they're like, oh, that's pretty cool. So Chroma Cube, Caramino. Awesome solo games that really helped me get through some strenuous mental times. The other thing I want to talk about that a lot of people don't know are co-op games. You can play any co-op game solo because you can just play as 2 characters. and you're making the decisions for both. So I did that throughout quarantine as well, and sometimes when it's just me and I want to play a game, and the great thing about that is I can set a game up, I can start playing it, I can go to bed, I can come back later, I can play some more, I can go to work, I can come back later, I can play some more. I want to throw out a few suggestions of that. If you're a heavy board gamer, you really want something to really get in there, really love your story mode and driven, I would really recommend Too Many Bones from Chip Theory Games. Too Many Bones is a real meaty game. It's expensive. You're going to get a lot. The components are great. The gameplay is great. Everything about it is great. And it plays great solo. It also plays great with other people. So that's a bonus of it. You can play it with other people. You can play it by yourself. Another one I want to bring up is a newer one, came out last year at Gen Con. The Loop from one of our awesome sponsors, Pandasaurus Games. Go follow Pandasaurus. Thank them so much for helping sponsor this video. The Loop is so fun. It's such a good game. Really have a good time with it. It's got this cool little tower here that goes in the middle of the board, and when you drop these cubes in, they could go anywhere, and it's sort of like a pandemic style where, you know, too many cubes make something bad happen, but it's so random as to where those cubes are going to go because of this tower. It's such a cool concept and such a cool idea. I really like the Loop. So if you're looking for a new co-op game, check out the Loop. But any co-op games are fun solo as well. So this is going to be a really quick short video. I just wanted to give you some alternatives for something you might be able to do by yourself if you are looking for something like that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please sponsor us, or please donate to NAMI Indiana if you can at our campaign page. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.